Today on CCX News, the latest on Huntington Place. There's a big question mark now surrounding the possible sale of Brooklyn Park's largest apartment complex. Thanks again for joining us. A deal to allow the sale of Brooklyn Park's Huntington Place apartments is up in the air, raising the possibility of the large complex going into foreclosure. Aon, the nonprofit owner, wants to sell the property to a New York-based investment firm. For the sale to go through, it needs Brooklyn Park's Economic Development Authority to forgive a nearly $4 million loan on the complex. Last month, the EDA voted to forgive the loan. However, in exchange, the city wants to take over a $4 million federal grant that's supposed to go to Aon. That grant transfer is uncertain. If Brooklyn Park doesn't receive the grant, the lenders could choose to start foreclosure proceedings and sell the complex on the open market. An estimated 2,500 people live at Huntington Place. If the complex does go into foreclosure, a new owner would be free to raise rents and displace tenants. This week, Osseo area schools celebrated the groundbreaking of a new elementary school. The new school would serve a growing area of Northwest Maple Grove. It would serve up to 1,100 students from pre-kindergarten through 5th grade. School leaders attribute the project to years of work and commitment from staff and taxpayers.
This is really the realization of our entire district's dream, as Dr. Heil said. So we thank the voters for the referendum. This is one key milestone in our entire Building a Better Future work, which spans the entire district.
This is one of many different construction projects in the district's Building a Better Future plan. The new school is scheduled to open in time for the 2026-2027 school year. The Perpich Center for Arts Education has a new executive director. Reporter Shannon Slatton sat down with Allegra Smishek in today's Newsmakers.
I grew up on a farm in rural Minnesota and was in a really musical family. My mom's a very talented artist as well. And growing up, I loved singing and theater, and I went to St. Olaf College and was able to participate in choral music there and sang in Vocal Essence for a couple of years, which is a choir in the Twin Cities. In terms of professional background, I most recently was an educational leader in Greater Minnesota, but I've also served on the Richfield School Board and was in Hopkins Public Schools for 15 years. So coming to Perpich and Golden Valley feels like coming home in a lot of ways. And that's a way that a lot of our students and staff describe Perpich, as feeling like a home.
Sure. And I know you've mentioned that Perpich, it's like a dream job for you, being the new executive director. Why is that?
Absolutely. Well, throughout my career, I've really worked on innovation in education and thinking of new ways of doing school. And so many of the things that I've worked my entire career to implement and work towards already exist at Perpich. So there's this incredible culture of belonging, personalized learning, and really meaningful project-based learning, enormous teacher efficacy. It's just a really, really special place to be a part of.
All right. What sorts of projects are you working on right away, or any goals to talk about?
Sure, yeah, thank you. Well, a big part of what I'm hoping to achieve is to tell our story. There's a lot of folks in our community that are doing that, but I want it to be even louder. So, for example, our professional development and resource programs, they're finishing up their third quarter data, and it's amazing. They, so far this year, have done 223 events throughout the state. Wow. 1,567 educators have participated, and that's in 269 school districts and charter schools. So that's over half of the schools and school districts in our state. And that's in every Senate district. So all 67 Senate districts, every corner of the state. So I think a lot of people know about our Arts High School, which is wonderful.
Sure.
But that impact of the work we're doing really with all schools, all students, is something I'm hoping to communicate to our community and also the legislature, because almost all of our funding comes from the state government. So making sure that legislators really understand we're talking about your kids and your teachers, and that's who we're impacting at Perpich, not just the small and mighty Arts High School in Golden Valley.
Sure. There are a few ways that folks can get out to the Arts High School in Golden Valley and see what's going on. What do you guys have going on right now?
Absolutely. So spring is coming. Spring is here, you might say. So in May, all of our arts areas, all 6 arts areas, have their spring performances or exhibitions. And those are open to the public. They're free. So we love to have guests in. If you're a prospective student, we are still accepting applications for next school year. So if you love your writing class or love to paint or be a part of the dance team and you would love to spend more of your day doing that, or maybe you just don't really feel like you've found your people yet, Perpich might be the place for you. So check us out. We have a dorm on campus. So if you live more than 20 miles away, it's free. We're a public school, and there's just so many awesome possibilities.
All right, go check it out. Allegra Smishak, new executive director for Perpich. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, Shannon.
Something new is coming to the city of Plymouth. Fuego Mexican Restaurant plans to open in a space in the Waterford Park Plaza strip mall near Cub Grocery Store. It is taking over a space that was previously Taco Teresa's. Fuego Mexican Restaurant will offer full table service. A nearby business owner expressed the need for a new restaurant in that area. It's not yet known when the restaurant will open. We'll be back with more news and sports.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You will also have access to a large on-demand library, including full sporting events and daily newscasts. To find us, go to the store, search CCX, and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. The CCX Media app, available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku.